sure that it'll be no surprise to you to hear that I have a problem with buying new books. I think that problem has definitely become a bigger problem since I've been on BookTube. The book want is just so big. Anyways, I just had my birthday, and because I had my birthday, my in-laws gave me some money, which meant that I went on a book buying binge. In case you're wondering, no, these books are not from that book buying binge. These books all came before said book buying binge, and I need to get this unhaul out of the way so that by the time the other books come in, I will be ready to do a haul with them because it's way too many to do all in one go. So without further ado, we are here for my August and half of September book haul. Partial birthday book haul because I did get some books straight up for my birthday. Books all around! Woo, woo, woo! Woo, woo, woo! The first book that I got was with an Amazon gift card from my mom. The first book I want to talk to you about today is Listen to Your Heart by Casey West. I've read this one before, but it was on a really good price on Amazon, and I had a gift card. This is about a girl who is kind of shy, and she gets picked to be one of the co-hosts of her school's podcast, and there's a love interest, and it's great like all Casey West books. The next two books that I got are in a series. Last month I read The Raven Cycle and fell in love, and I wanted to read Maggie Stiefvater's other books, and I happened to find them for good prices, so I have Shiver and Linger by Maggie Stiefvater. These are the Wolves of Mercy Fall books, and they are kind of a werewolf thing where wolves turn into, or I guess people turn into wolves during the winter, and eventually there's a time when they don't change back into people. Somebody just got home after being out with daddy, and she wants to be with mama. Anyways, she falls in love with the wolf. It's his last change, and they want to figure out how to not have him change. I think I read these like 10 years ago, and that's what I remember. That doesn't mean that that's actually what these are about, but I'm excited to read them. The next book that I have is Gemina by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. As I mentioned previously, I'm honestly not sure if I want to read this series, but the books are so pretty. Why not, right? These are a sci-fi told in a format through classified documents. That's what I remember from the first 100 pages that I read of the first book, and I think I'm going to get back to these books pretty soon. We'll see. The next book that I have to show you guys is The One by Kiera Cass. Several years ago, oh, Sammy, our dog, came in, so Evie thought that was funny. I really enjoyed the selection series, but I only bought the first book and then the last two, which were like the sequel ones starring her daughter. And I really enjoyed the original trilogy, not so much the ones with her daughter, and I want to be able to have copies of them myself. So this one came on sale on Amazon, so I jumped on it. This is the third book in the selection series, as I said, which is kind of like a Hunger Games meets The Bachelor. I enjoy it, at least. This next book I've already mentioned on my channel because I've already read it, but I did buy it since my last haul video. That is 99 Days by Katie Contugno. If you want to check out my thoughts on this book, check out my August wrap-up video. The next book I have to show to you is Unhooked by Lisa Maxwell. I don't really know much about this book except that it is a Peter Pan retelling, and I love Peter Pan retellings. I could read them all day long. I'm excited for this new version. The next books that I had to show you are I can't remember what this one's called. The This Broken Light series by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. I don't know much about these books. I know they're sci-fi, and the plot that I read intrigued me a little bit, I bought these books slowly. The first one, well, I bought the second one first. I found it at a used bookstore for like 80 cents and I was like, yes! And then the third one was like $3 on Amazon. And then finally, my husband got me the first one for my birthday so that I can actually read the series and the books that I bought. What I will say is that these are gorgeous covers. How pretty with all the stars. And then like the sunset colors. And the purples. I don't know. I'm excited to read these based on the covers alone. We all know it's such a great idea to judge a book by its cover, right? Now this next one was technically bought by my husband. I read this book and I enjoyed it, but not quite as much as my husband. And that book is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. We read this back in December, and like I said, my husband loved it. I enjoyed it. And he insisted on buying a copy when we found one at a used bookstore. The final two books I have also already talked about on my channel. If you want to know my thoughts on them, check out my August wrap-up again. I'll link that below. Those two books are Cress and Winter by Marissa Meyer. I read Cinder and Scarlet for the reading rush and got these ones to read in the next month. Sorry if you can hear what sounds like a pig oinking. It's one of my dog's toys. But yeah, books, yay! Anyways, those are the books that I bought in the last month and a half. It's been great. If you liked what you saw today, feel free to click subscribe. You can also follow me on my social media, which I will link below. I hope you're having a great bookish day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye.
Oh, you saying bye?